Have you ever tried to play softball in an unlit field? It's not possible. According to the National Women's Law Center in 2009, a high school softball team in North Carolina had to cut their game short because the baseball team used the only field with lights. The boys' team had exclusive access to the lit field. Of course, several parents complained, and a new field with lights was built. But think of the frustration and disrespect the girls felt. This type of story is not uncommon at the high school and college levels of athletics. The attitudes toward female athletes must change before results will be seen. There is an issue in high school and collegiate athletic departments today. A greater amount of attention is given to male teams compared to female teams. This attention comes in the forms of equipment, game times, and finances. In 2012, Franklin County girls basketball team in Indiana sued their school for scheduling weeknight games for them, while the school scheduled primetime game slots for the boys team, primetime meaning Friday and Saturday nights. Playing during the week makes it much harder to complete homework on time, as sure a lot of you know. It also strips them of the chance to play in front of large audiences and enjoy the musical and dance components of sporting events. The girls were successful, and the school agreed to schedule girls' games in primetime slots equal to the boys. Gender discrimination at the high school and college levels means that girls have fewer opportunities of participation, lower quality equipment, poor treatment of their teams, inconvenient game times, and girls' teams receive less financial support. What can be done about these issues? I believe if more people knew about the difference in treatment of high school and college female athletes, there would be more activists and outspoken leaders making change. If parents, players, and coaches would speak up about the injustices they see in their students' schools, more opportunities would be created for athletic participation. The physical health benefits and sheer fun of sports could be enjoyed by thousands of girls across the country. One practical way to make change is by requiring secondary schools, which are high schools, and universities to have an employee that evaluates how well the school is following Title IX. This would provide jobs in schools and ensure that guidelines are followed and schools are kept accountable. Now, if you don't know what Title IX is, it was a law passed in the 70s that required schools to have the same opportunities for girl athletes as boys. High schools should be required to release gender equity data regarding their athletic programs. This is another way to keep the schools accountable. If a student, parent, or coach sees an issue regarding unfair treatment towards their gendered team, he or she should report it to a higher authority, such as an athletic director or principal. If the situation escalates, the problem should be taken to a court and resolved there. Once attitudes toward female athletes change, genuine equality can be found. In the situation with the unlit field, the whole issue could have been avoided if the schools truly valued their softball team as much as their baseball team. Soon after the creation of Title IX, female participation in high schools skyrocketed. The number of girls active in high school and college sports went from 300,000 to 2.7 million athletes, a gain of over 800%. If you are ever in the situation where you cannot play the sport you love just because it's not available for your gender, don't just accept the fact that you can't play. Call or meet with an authority to discuss the idea of creating the team. Also, later in life, if your child is given substandard equipment or is treated badly because of his or her gender, speak with the coach or athletic director to voice your concerns. Finally, think about how you view girls' high school and college sports. Do you see men and women as equally capable and talented? Or do you think one gender is worth more or has more value? Examine your own thoughts on gender in sports.
And that was